Hello everybody. This is not supposed to be a negative channel. I do not like to produce negative content, but the past two videos, including this one that I've made, is negative because a lot of crazy things have been happening. So, as you read from the title of my video, I wrecked my bike. And I wrecked pretty bad, really bad actually. As you can see, my face is still really bruised and really kind of bloody and scraped up. I was riding with a friend of mine. I was driving and he was on the back of it. And we were heading back to my house. And over here next to my house, do you remember when I said that I dumped my bike for the first time a few months ago? Like I was riding down the street and actually dumped it. Well, I did it in the same exact spot. The same exact spot, the same street. Because this street is deadly. It is so deadly. When they repair roads and they fill the cracks in the roads with that rubber, I don't even know, rubber sealant. It just like fills the cracks. There's a road next to my house, a block away, because this happened 1 block away from my house. And the whole road is covered with these rubber filled cracks. The whole entire road, from the stretch that goes this way, and the corner turns this way to go to my house. And when it is wet, and it was wet, this happened Sunday night. This was about a week ago now. Here's the thing about brain injuries and head injuries is I remember falling. I remember hitting the ground. I remember my bike dumping and my head making contact with the concrete. I had no helmet on. Please wear a helmet. This is a lesson learned for myself. This is a lesson learned for everybody around me. People tell you these things all the time. You never think it's going to happen to you, but it does. Anyways, so this road with all these rubber cracks that are filled with this rubber compound, when it gets wet, it turns into ice. And what happened is, to my recollection, is we were driving down the street and we came to a stop. But when we were coming to a stop, the front brake, I use the front and rear brake gently. I mostly focus on my rear brake, but I use my front brake to bring it down. It slipped out. And when it slipped out, it immediately dumped. And my head made contact with the pavement at about 15-ish miles an hour, I would say. And oh man. So what happened? So I have a baseline skull fracture along this side of my skull here. Behind your eye sockets is your skull, obviously, and that's what holds your brain in. And it sounds very gruesome, but it's true. I cracked that part of my skull back here. So that's why you can see I have these raccoon eyes. I have these black eyes. And my eye is also very bloody still. But I cracked the base of my skull here. I also fractured my nose here. I cracked the back of my skull back here. I have a bunch of road rash. There's a bunch of road rash, but that's the least of my concerns. One of these ribs down here, like the 10th rib or so, it's not connected to anything. It's just put in place by cartilage that got pushed out of place. But the main thing is my head. So I fractured my skull in multiple places, basically. And so what that equates to is bloody nostrils. I have blood in my sinuses coming out. If you suck your blood out, if you suck your nose out, there's blood that's coming out still. I cannot hear out of my right ear because there's blood behind my eardrum. But that will go away in time. Same thing with my nostrils here. I basically have a headache 24/7. This is going to take about 8 weeks to recover. There was no surgery necessary. I was in a hospital for about 2 days. And I was in Detroit Hospital just to monitor me and make sure everything was okay. On top of it, it's ironic, on top of it, I contracted COVID basically the same day or the day before that this wreck happened. So not only am I going through all these physical problems, but I have COVID on top of it. So I have been quarantining in my house by myself with all these physical ailments happening. They have me on the right medication though, antibiotics, pain medication, drops for my ear. I am okay. I don't need surgery. That was a scare for a long time. But I am definitely injured. I am definitely messed up. How is the bike? The bike is okay. I only got to see it for about literally 5 or 10 minutes because I was in the hospital. I got out and I had to get out of impound. This happened a block away from my house, and they would not let me or let a friend push it to my house. Fucking assholes. Sorry, YouTube, but come on. So I had to pay $300 to get out of impound. But the bike is stored safely at a friend's house of mine in the garage because it is snowing outside. It is wintertime now. And I don't have to drain all the fluid to put it in my house like I was going to do. But the bike looks okay. The only problem I see is that when you turn the wheel to the left, it turns at a 90-degree angle now. But it starts up, it runs. The bike is good. I'm beat up. It was a horrible event. It was really actually kind of traumatizing. I don't want to focus so much on the negative. I'm starting to turn around on the positive now, but that was difficult. That was really difficult. Excuse me. COVID. But that was really difficult. Please wear your helmet. I didn't think this would happen to me. Nobody thinks it will, just like my bike being stolen. Never thought that would happen to me, but back-to-back nonsense. Back-to-back crazy things. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is I am okay. I did get in a wreck. The bike is okay. I am fixing this bike, okay? But there's going to be a gap in time now because there's layoffs happening at my job. Obviously, I cannot work right now. So my priorities are just focusing on, adult stuff, just outside of YouTube, just life things. But that bike is safe in the garage. It is in a heated environment. It's being treated very nicely. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of exciting. So there is more videos to come. There's going to be a little bit of a time gap because I just have to recover, I have to heal, I have to figure out everything that's going on, but I am okay. These things happen if you let them. Please protect yourself. Please take care of your bike. Make sure that you're protected. That's all my point is. But I'm okay. I'm here. I'm chilling. Life goes on. But all of you guys have been very supportive. There's so many people out there through Facebook and YouTube again that I just wouldn't expect that people would care so much, and that means a lot to me. Thank you. Just thank you so much. I am around. The bike is still around. But there is recovery time ahead of us, ahead of me. But thank you guys so much. I wanted to give you an update on what's happening. Seems like a lot of updates are happening lately, but dang, I can't wait to just freaking fix this bike and get to knocking stuff out again, But it's gonna happen. Here we go. But thank you guys for subscribing and watching and just conversing. I love to talk to you guys, I love to just be personal. I'm a very personal person when it comes to this YouTube channel. I don't mind that. I actually prefer that. So thank you guys. I'm okay. Don't wreck your bike. Wear your helmet. Till next time, guys.
Peace.